From the very beginning, Zara, Temi, and Tola were like sisters. They grew up on the same street, shared their childhood secrets, and carried each other's burdens through the struggles of life. To anyone who saw them, they looked inseparable. But as time passed, the weight of adulthood began to reveal what childhood innocence had once hidden. Zara became an ICU nurse, quiet, dedicated, and deeply focused on her work. Her life was about saving others, sometimes at the cost of her own comfort. Temi, on the other hand, became a personal assistant but seemed to live in a different world. She always appeared in expensive clothes, the latest handbags, wigs, perfumes, and she was always on one trip or another. Her life sparkled. And then there was Tola, beautiful, bold, but restless. She made her own money as a brand ambassador, yet she never seemed content. Whenever the three met, Tola's eyes would linger too long on Temi's shoes, her bags, or the shine of her jewelry. She would laugh but quickly ask, "Temi, how much does your PA job pay you that you can buy all these things? Maybe I should leave this brand ambassador work and join you." Temi would only smile faintly, never giving a straight answer. Zara, however, always spoke sharply. "Tola, stop comparing yourself. Face your work. Be grateful for what you have. Not everything you see is what it looks like." But Tola never listened. Deep inside, she believed Zara was only trying to hold her back. And so, every time they met, she left with the same bitterness in her heart, envy mixed with longing. One Saturday, the three agreed to meet at Zara's apartment before going out. Zara was already dressed, waiting patiently with Tola. But Temi was running late, as usual. The hours stretched, and the air grew heavy with impatience. Finally, Temi rushed in. She was panting as though she had been chased, her face pale, but she tried to cover it with a smile. She dropped her bags on the chair, bags so beautiful they seemed to brighten the room. Tola's eyes immediately lit up. "Oh, Temi, this bag. This wig. This shoe." She rushed towards them like a child before candy. Temi quickly held her hand. "Tola, please, not today. Don't touch them. I'm serious." But Tola had already slipped her feet into the shoes, her laughter filling the room. "Let me just wear them out. People must see me today. I cannot waste this beauty indoors." Zara frowned deeply. "Tola, don't do this. Return them. Listen to Temi." But Tola brushed them off, turning before the mirror, admiring herself. Temi's hands trembled slightly, her eyes restless, but she said nothing more. They finally left the house together. But just as they stepped into the street, flashing lights surrounded them. Police officers blocked their way, stern voices commanding them to stop. Before anyone could speak, they seized Tola. "You're under arrest." Zara's heart stopped. Tola screamed, "What's happening? Why me?" But the officers didn't listen. They showed her pictures, grainy CCTV footage of a woman stepping out of a hotel, wearing the exact same wig, the same shoes, the same bag. The problem was, that woman wasn't Tola. It was Temi. The truth that none of them knew was that Temi wasn't really working as a personal assistant. Her wealth didn't come from hard work but from secret dealings with powerful older men she used, drained, and left behind. And the last man she crossed was no ordinary man. He was a figure who could not be blackmailed, someone who made sure the law was involved. But Tola, dressed in Temi's things, became the easy target. To the officers, she was the woman from the footage. Zara tried to explain, her voice breaking, "You've got the wrong person, please, this is not her. She only borrowed it today." But no one listened. The officers demanded only one thing: if she's not the one, then where is Temi? Everyone turned, but Temi was gone. In the commotion, Temi had slipped away like smoke in the wind. She didn't look back. She didn't defend her friend. She disappeared into the city, leaving Tola to carry the weight of her own sins. Days turned to weeks, and still Temi was nowhere to be found. The authorities refused to release Tola unless she could provide Temi. But how could she? Her so-called sister had abandoned her. Inside the cold walls where she was kept, Tola's laughter vanished. She replayed Zara's warnings in her mind, wishing she had listened. For the first time, she saw clearly that envy had blinded her, dragging her into a mess she didn't create. Zara, heartbroken, visited her whenever she could. She would hold Tola's hands through the bars and whisper, "I told you, my sister. Not everything that shines is gold. If only you had believed me." Tears would roll down Tola's cheeks as she replied, "Zara, I should have listened. I should have been content with my own life. Now I've lost everything because I wanted what was never mine." And Temi? She was never seen again. Some said she fled the country. Others whispered that the powerful man finally caught up with her. Nobody truly knew. But one thing remained clear: in the end, envy had not only destroyed a friendship, it had chained an innocent woman to another person's sins. Sometimes the people you call sisters will leave you in the fire they started. And sometimes, the only thing that can save you is learning to be content with your own blessings.